Libraries across Seattle and King County are partnering up to reward readers of all ages for cracking open a book this summer. And here to share more about the adult summer reading program in the form of Book Bingo, librarians Misha Stone and Jenna Zarzicki. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us, Kelly.
Okay, I see books, but we're not going to go there yet. First, we're going to talk about the summer reading program. We all had this as kids, but now there's ones for adults.
Well, absolutely. Adults deserve their own summer reading program too. So
Couldn't
this is
agree
our
more.
second year partnering with King County, our 12th year with Seattle Arts and Lectures. And it's a reading program that helps adults read adventurously. There are categories from the playful to the poignant, and we want to help you find great things to read all summer.
Absolutely.
This is making me so excited because I love stuff like this growing up, and then you feel like, hey, can't adults have nice things and fun things too? So you're bringing that there. What kind of prizes can you win?
Yeah, so I should mention we also have another adult program in addition to Book Bingo, which is Summer Quest. Between both of these, you can enter to win for Book Bingo a Seattle Arts and Lecture Series pass, as well as really sweet commemorative tote bags. For Summer Quest, there's a Kobo e-reader in it for you, so you can also do both of these. You can double dip. But Book Bingo, really, we want to sell the joy of reading. However, we also want you to turn in your cards, either get Blackout or Bingo, and enter for those prizes as well.
Yeah. Okay, and how can people sign up?
Yeah, absolutely. You can pick up the cards at any of the King County or Seattle Public Library locations. We also have online forms, so you don't even have to walk in to participate. And so a couple different ways to get at that.
Oh, okay, I'm doing that this summer. You know, I'm a big reader. I have book club, and you ladies are going to tell me some books that maybe I should add to the list. We're starting here, Oceans. What is this one?
Oceans Gadori by
Gadori?
Elaine Yucho. So one of the things that Jen and I did today is we brought in books that could fit 2 categories, sometimes more. This would work for the Pacific Northwest, Black, Indigenous, or POC author, as well as the space, outer space category. This is a debut novel by a former Seattle bookseller, and it's got a lot a lot of great about it. It's set in a world in which Korea has won the space race, so their culture and food is centered. There's found family in this book. There's also heist adventure. We meet Ocean, who's a recently demoted pilot who's joined a new crew, but trouble finds her when one of her good friends is accused of murder. There's action, but it also asks deep questions about race and identity and the politics of rebellion. It's been compared to Firefly and Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh, okay, that is a tease there. We're moving next to one by author L.D. Lewis. What can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, so Year of the Mare would work great for both the queer and trans voices and the water category. This is the sequel to The Little Mermaid, but
really
darker than Disney would tell it, right? So Ariel got her happy ever after. It doesn't mean her family did. So this is telling the story of her great-granddaughter, Yemi, who learns the hard way that the bargain she made, her great-grandmother made with Ursula, has a lot of strings attached. So she's fighting for the throne. This is a sapphic, dark fantasy with complex characters, and it's just the beginning of a series. It will absolutely get you involved.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that I could be so interested in something like that. Okay, The Healing Season of Pottery is next.
Yeah, by Yoon So Min. So healing fiction has been really popular because sometimes you just want to read something that reminds you about the power of connection and kindness.
Definitely.
This is about Yao Min, who was a TV writer, that she left that job because it was killing her soul. She's been holed up in her apartment. She wanders out one day and finds a pottery studio in her community. The warm welcome that she receives there will change her life. So slowly, by showing up, by working the clay, by meeting the other people in the studio, she opens herself up to life again. And there's also a stray cat that has a pivotal role, which is why this would be a great book for both the soothing and animal categories.
Jenna, I want to get to you. The Beheading Game is your first book.
So it kicks off with after the execution of a historical figure, Anne Boleyn. She wakes up in her coffin. Her head is severed. It is totally off. And yet there she is, somehow awake, alive, and aware. So Anne gathers up her head and escapes the palace into the city. There she reflects on her very short reign and wonders what she's going to do with this strange second life. Now, her resurrection obviously is fictional, but she's the places that she goes, the people that she meets are very grounded and true to history. Kick in a little bit of King Arthur's legends, and this could fit either in your historical or your myth or legend categories.
Ooh, okay. And moving right along, How Far the Light Reaches is your next one.
Oh, this is wonderful. Imbler talks about 10 unique sea creatures and relates their lives and habits to actual human experiences. Now, just as she talks about adaptations and lives and kind of what they do, they also talk about their experiences as a queer, non-binary person and a biracial person as well. So curious, so wonderfully creative, and I loved hearing about all these fascinating creatures. I was a little horrified by the feral goldfish, but that's okay. Wonderful for your water and your queer trans voices categories.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Jenna, you have one more. The Keeper of Lonely Spirits. Tell me more.
So here we meet a 70-year-old man, Peter Shaughnessy, who has been cursed with endless life and the ability to see ghosts. So Peter has traveled the world, putting restless spirits to their great beyond. So now Peter doesn't do love or relationships. He doesn't like that loss. But when he settles in Harrington, he does find himself making connections to the residents there. He encounters a ghost that has been very nasty from his past, and so he'll have to face the pain of living to kind of combat that ghost. Now, this is going to fit into two very different categories. It's going to be your soothing, your found family, your cute romance, your cottagecore, and also the spooks are pretty spooky, so also your horror as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I won't read that one at night, but maybe during the day. You guys are so good at explaining like books, and I could listen to you both forever. When people come in, do you guys like them coming up to you all to talk about like, hey, like, do you have a recommendation? Like, does that happen a lot?
Well, of course, yeah. And so you mean for categories as well as books?
Absolutely.
Always. So like we're looking for good reads as well.
Yes.
But categories, a lot of the categories that we've used over the years, we've gotten from our readers. So absolutely, we both invited on the back of the card when you turn it in or you turn it in online. We want to hear from you. What are the things that you would like to do in terms of stretching yourselves, or what is a genre or a theme that you think needs more shine?
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, ladies, for being here, and happy reading.
Happy reading.
Happy reading to you.